Was the Bell Witch haunting caused by supernatural forces, psychological explanations, or something even more sinister? It all began in 1817 when John Bell, a respected farmer, and his family moved to a quiet property near Red River in what is now Adams, Tennessee. They were looking forward to a peaceful life. Little did they know their peaceful life would soon be shattered by a force they couldn't understand, a force that would haunt them for years. At first, the Bell family didn't know what was happening. Strange noises began to echo through the night. Whispers in the walls, soft knocks like someone was tapping on the doors. Or was it someone trying to get in? The sounds were so strange and unnerving they couldn't make sense of it. But they were just the beginning. Soon the family began to experience more disturbing phenomena. The walls seemed to pulse with an unseen energy. The house was filled with whispers, low and guttural, a voice that seemed to mock them. As the days passed, the spirit grew bolder. It began to speak. The family would hear their names called out, their voices distorted. It would mimic their loved ones, trying to trick them into thinking someone was standing behind them, only to turn around and see nothing. A voice, clear and malevolent, spoke from the dark, calling the names of John Bell, his children, even his wife Lucy. But the worst was yet to come. The spirit began to physically attack the family. The youngest daughter, Betsy, was its favorite target. She was scratched and slapped, thrown across the room by an invisible force. The entity seemed to be everywhere, lurking just beyond the edge of their vision. Then came the nightmarish voices. The Bell Witch, as it would later be called, spoke openly, taunting the family with cryptic, sometimes cruel words. The spirit even claimed to be the ghost of a witch named Kate Batts, a local woman with a vendetta against John Bell. But it wasn't until 1820 that things took a deadly turn. John Bell, the patriarch of the family, began to experience sudden, violent seizures. His health declined rapidly and he grew weaker with each passing day. The entity's presence was now unmistakable. It wasn't just haunting the house, it was attacking him, draining his strength, tormenting him to the point of death. In the final weeks of his life, John Bell was often heard gasping in agony. One night, just before his death, he allegedly told his family he had been poisoned by the Bell Witch. And sure enough, when his body was examined, a strange, unidentified substance was found in his food, a substance that had no place in his home nor any explanation. Some believed it was the witch's doing, poisoning him to ensure he would not survive. John Bell died on December 20th, 1820. His death, though mysterious, seemed to mark the peak of the Bell Witch's wrath. The family, shattered by the horror they had endured, soon fled their home, leaving behind their land and the nightmare that had consumed them. And what became of the Bell Witch? Its presence lingered for years, but after the Bell family's departure, the hauntings seemed to subside. Though there were reports of strange occurrences at the site long after, the witch's power was never as strong again. To this day, people say the Bell Witch still haunts the land, waiting for her next victim. The Bell Witch is a story passed down through generations, a terrifying reminder that some spirits are not content to remain in the shadows, and some grudges can last for centuries. And so the Bell Witch waits, watching and listening.